Hello and welcome to the unbagging of the Goldentote for February of 2019. I am in love with this particular bag this month. It's super cute. It has these Swedish looking or Scandinavian looking florals. So it's not too Valentine's Day. It's not too springy. Just hits that nice spot between the red flowers you'd get for Valentine's Day and the upcoming much warmer season that we're all looking forward to, unless you're not like me and you think the cold weather is amazing. I'm just not a fan. Anyhow, before I actually start with the unbagging, I'd like to ask that if you are enjoying what I am out giving you and the kind of interesting unbaggings or unboxings I think I'm doing. I mean, you may be like, nope, Loot Crate for me. This makeup junk is not my thing. That's cool. I'm good with that. But if you are enjoying the unbaggings and unboxings I'm doing, I would love it if you subscribed below and checked me out on a more regular basis, and go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know that you're interested in having me subscribe back, especially if you have some content. I would love to check out what you're doing as well. All right, thanks so much. Let's get on to the Goldentote unbagging. All right, so to start off with, I'm going to say that the lovely little sweater I'm wearing is actually from this month's tote, and it was a surprise item. Now, I don't know if you know much about Goldentote or if this is your first experience, but Goldentote, in addition to having a unbagging or a bag that you can create online, they send you a couple of items, and then there are 3 surprise items, and it depends on what size tote you get. So I got the largest tote, which is about $159, and you can add pieces onto that, and I'll explain to that when I get into the billing process. Or you can get a mini tote, which has 1 piece you select and 1 piece they surprise you with, or you can get an all mystery tote, which is you choose nothing and they send you 3 items from their selection that month. I've only done the mystery tote, I think, 1 time, because they had knock out of the park surprises that particular month, and you're like, well, it's a surprise, you're not supposed to know. Well, you do know if you go on to their Facebook page. It's you have to ask to join, and then you're usually just admitted right away. And after asking to join, you get to communicate with other people who are Goldentote aficionados, and you get advice from them. You can sell things that you don't enjoy from the totes. You can put it out there if you're in search of something that you couldn't order in time, because a lot of stuff does sell out. Or if you had a surprise that you really enjoyed looking at, then you could actually ask for that as well. In addition to that, the woman in charge of Goldentote will go ahead and put surprises on the Facebook page, so you can kind of look through and see what this month offers. And I saw 3 this month that I really liked, and actually 4, but you only get 3 in this bag, so they had to choose from the 4. And sometimes they've actually only sent me a couple of items from the surprises I've asked for, but this month they were able to send me 3 of the 4. And one of the ones I chose was this little sweater. It's a cotton blend, or cotton, it may be all cotton, I'd have to look. There, I'm going to look at the tag. It says 100. Oh, it's acrylic. It does not feel like acrylic. So that's actually a huge bonus, because normally I can tell acrylic right away, but this has a nicer, softer feel than the acrylic that I'm used to. So that's a huge thing. Anyway, so this is one of the surprises this month. It happens to be my favorite item from the entire tote, because when I took photos of, or excuse me, my son took photos of me in the hallway with these clothes on, I realized I think this one actually suits me the best, so that's why I'm wearing it. I will go ahead and, as I do this, I'll kind of cut to a photo, and that photo is of me wearing the item and being photographed in it, so you can see it from full length, head to toe. So with that said, this one is called, and on the itemized list, it is called the it must be the Sweet Claire Stripes sweater, and it is a surprise, and it says color multi and size small. So this is a size small. Now, next I have the item that is next will be this one, and it is called the Vintage Affair Top. This was a chosen item. And this was one that I saw on their Tumblr, and I actually was like, that's one I definitely would like to have. So I went ahead and wrote all the items down I wanted. And what happens is at noon on a Monday, it's usually a Monday, this time I think it might have been a Wednesday, they make everything live and you order as quickly as possible, because a lot of times these things sell out. As it turned out this month, none of the items I sold out quickly, so I could have waited, but I'm just like, I might as well take care of it. That's my lunch hour anyway. So I just love the feel of it. It has, they say it's vintage. It feels vintage a la like 1970s. Not so much earlier than that, but I think the vibe of the florals could be an earlier look. And this one is called, let me see, this is by, the company is Gilli. And I always get a medium in my chosens because I never know the actual measurements at the hips. And as you'll see in the outfit photo, the medium really does fit me well, especially in the hip area. So I paired the Vintage Affair top with another one of my surprises, and the surprises is, this one is called the Hem and Thread French Terry Cardigan, and this is oatmeal size small, and it actually does, it's that beautiful like French terry that you get in robes or in towels, and it's very comfortable. And this is called, the company is Wisteria. I apologize for all the banging behind me if you hear it. My son is in the throes of attempting to take a shower, and apparently he can't do that without throwing bottles down in the process of getting the shower started. And this also means I'm probably gonna have to talk louder because he's gonna take a shower, but you guys won't mind. You'll probably just hear me and be like, what? I can't hear anything. I don't know what she's talking about. Anyhow, so this is kind of got that heathered look to it, which I really like. It's got that neat detail at the waist, which is the reverse effect with the terry cloth itself showing. And the nice thing about it is it ties in the middle, and the small is an absolutely perfect fit. It really does just fit me very nicely. I wouldn't have wanted it any looser than that, and I wouldn't have wanted it any tighter than that. And so you'll see it being worn over these Vintage Affair tops. So the two together looked really nice. They're a good color match as well. I did not accessorize anything. I just wore a pair of workout pants and wore the tops with them all, and I put no necklaces or anything extra. I just wanted the clothes to shine on their own completely. All right, next up is another surprise, and this one is the Love Lace Peplum, size medium, and the black. And this one is by L Love. Okay. And it is a nice soft lace. It's not too stretchy. It's kind of it's hard to, I'm gonna have to show it up a little bit closer and hope that they catch the details. The camera catches the details, but it has a nice pretty floral pattern, and it is a peplum. It is a true peplum. It is very tight at the waist, and I'm glad they sized me up to a medium for that, because normally peplums I can wear in a size small because my waist is my smallest part of my body, and I usually wear a small in tops because of my waist is fairly small. It has these cute little ruffles at the sleeves. It's a very sweet little top. I would not wear it with black leggings for the future because I think it was too monochromatic, as you're seeing in the photo after I talk about it. Jeans would look super cute with this, and I really think that a beautiful like small pendant right at the point when the V created, it just would look very nice. So good choice there for my surprise. So you've seen all the surprises now. There are two other chosen items. Now normally with these bigger bags you only get to choose two and then have three chosen for you, but you can add on. Now the add-on, you have to pay a extra price, but it's not as expensive. So instead of paying like $40, you pay $35. So the one that ended up being my add-on was the Vintage Affair top for $35. And that was just simply because had I added on the next two pieces, they would have been $38 instead of $35. So I'm like, I might as well have my two chosen be the least expensive one or the more expensive ones and have the add-on item be the $35 one. And so you can just see, probably have to, there we go, so you don't see my address. There is my information right there. Okay, so, but you can tell after everything's said and done, it's $149 for two chosen and three two chosen, three mystery, and you add on for $35, and it ends up being a total of $184. And actually, part of the reason that people do the Facebook group is because they'll get an item and be like, I hate it, I don't really want it, it doesn't fit right. They just end up selling it on the Goldentote Facebook page, because if you exchange it, you end up losing money in the process of the exchange, not the exchange, excuse me, the return. Exchanges can just be one for one. I've actually never done an exchange or a return, so I don't know a whole lot about the process. All I know is that the value goes up, and so you lose money in the process, and so people just go straight to the Facebook page to sell stuff. All right, so this item is a really pretty dress, and I saw it, I had to have it, and it's by Moci, and it's called the Work or Wine Tasting Faux Wrap Dress, and it's in this pretty blue, pink, kind of lavender, navy, and white. And it is not super long, but long enough that I could wear it to work with tights. And it's just got a really flattering shape. It tucks in at the waist and goes out. It has flared shoulders and a nice full skirt. I'm glad I sized up to a medium, because normally these sort of dresses I can wear in small, but even with it having the stretchy fabric, it was quite tight. It was, even with the medium, it's still quite tight through here. I mean, tighter than I would normally wear it. And so I was glad to have sized up. So if you end up deciding on this one, if you have a larger bust line or a larger waistline, definitely size up. Even if you don't think you need to, I would still recommend it. And so I just put up the photo of it, and so now you get to see the last one that was a chosen. This is the Skies Are Blue. This is a size medium. It is called the Wondering Wisteria button down, and I chose a medium again because of my hips. It flares out just enough that I thought, well, it's loose enough I could maybe do a small, but I'm really glad I went with the medium, because as you'll see in the photo, it is perfectly fitted. It's the perfect size for me. The little ruffles look really nice. I like the length. I thought it looked really cute with the black leggings. This is definitely a winner. I believe it's made from cotton, but it's probably not. No, it's rayon and poly. So again, they're really, even though they're using non-natural fabrics in the sense that they're not cotton or silk or whatever, the fabrics they choose usually work well and they last a long time. Some of them get pilly, but I've had success with most of the items I've chosen. I do take really good care of them because I don't want them to lose their elasticity or their color, so they're not super wash and wear, like, hey, I can wash it, throw it in the dryer, it's all good to go. So this is not necessarily the best bag for you if you're a little bit more less high maintenance, and you want to be low maintenance. So, but regardless, I do love actually every single item I received this month. I was thrilled with all of them. I was even excited to find that both the Wondering Wisteria and the Worker Wine Tasting Faux Wrap Dress worked with my complexion, because I don't normally wear purples and those sort of muted gray blue colors. So these actually ended up looking better on me than I thought they would. Okay, that is it for this month's Goldentote Unbagging. I hope to see you here for March of 2019, as long as I find something to order. That's another thing. You don't have to buy from them every month. only the months that you want to. I have yet to have a month I haven't bought something, but some months I only buy 2 items as opposed to 6 like I did this month. And I'm really glad I did. I loved everything I ordered. So I hope all of you have a lovely day, and I will see you in a month for the March unbagging. Thanks for visiting. We'll see you later.